Alright, so everybody's starting to wake up because it's nice and early. It is 6 in the morning. A few people still asleep, but for the most part, people are getting up and doing their stuff. Plenty of food in storage. We got some beer as well. We will hopefully be getting some medicine fairly soon, so we can get more into storage over here. Not that we don't have a lot of medicine already, just, you know, I want to make sure we have ridiculous amounts of medicine. Have you tame? No, you're not tame. How did we manage to get... I guess a boom rat seems to have wandered into the base. That is going to be the downside of having it completely open, but not going to stress too much about that. Don't think it's going to be too much of an issue unless this guy decides to go mental, at which point it could be an issue. But we'll assume that's not going to happen. I do want to remind myself, though, research. We are currently looking at electric cremation. That's going to be super useful. Then, yeah, we have this giant queue that's going to take us all the way to medicine production through blowback operation and power armor and charged shots and just everything. There's some serious ridiculousness that we're going to be getting into that I'm kind of excited about. So that's going to be fun. I do want to look into some proper stockpile areas, though. I'm looking at this area down here and thinking we could probably do something with it. So if I go to zone an area, we'll say stockpile there. We'll go for 8x8. I could technically go further, but I think we'll just do 8x8. And I think I just want that to be a wood stockpile. Since we have 2002 wood right there, maybe wood and steel could go down here. So if we clear everything and then say that this is going to be a preferred stockpile, we can say this is going to be for wood and steel. And that should be fine. So that's going to be a wood and steel stockpile down there. We could actually expand it a little bit. I don't think this will hurt just taking it over that way as well, just for a bit of added space to it. So we should eventually see some stuff get moved on that way. There's plenty of wood to move. There's plenty of steel to move as well. We do need to find a space for things like cloth and leather, because that needs to be in a decent storage area as well. I'm actually thinking we could probably just dig out a space here, but my worry would be overhead. Oh god, heat wave. Okay, well, in that case, let me select all 4 heaters and see if I can maybe set them to target. What are they all targeting in the minute? So you're targeting 21. It is currently 26 in there. So yeah, we're going to want to turn those heaters off completely. So we'll do that. We'll designate that they are going to be turned off. And then I think what I'm going to do here is go to temperature, go to cooler, and we are going to place a cooler into pretty much all of the middle rooms. And then what we'll do is we turn the coolers on when we need them and turn the heaters off, and then we turn the heaters on and the coolers off later down the line. I think that'll be fine. It's going to take a little while to do that, but we'll get it done. As for the cloths and materials, though, do I want to dig this out? It is a bit of a risk. But I think I might. I think I might dig a little space out there and turn that into a small storage area for those kind of materials. I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. So maybe just dig all of that out, and we can build our small little 3x9 storage area in there for those kind of materials. That should be fine. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a bit of work. There is also a lot of hauling to go since we have to take all those materials down here, but not a problem. We'll get it done. I am just really concerned about this heat wave because we should start seeing things running away. Yeah. So in there is currently 7 degrees C. We're going to need this thing to target, let's say -20 if possible. And then this one's going to have to do the same thing. So aim for -20 in there and see if we can get the temperatures right down. It really doesn't look like we can. It doesn't look like that cooler is going to be enough. Yeah, the temperature in there is just rising. This thing is desperately trying, but it's just not enough at all, which is a bit of an issue. I do think that around nighttime we should be fine. Because these things all target 21 degrees C, which is relatively comfortable. I am just really concerned that our meat is rotting away. Yeah, temperature in there is just climbing. It's not doing very well. Same with over here. It's going to be relatively warm there as well. So let's go ahead and target... let's just target minus 11 or minus 10. I don't think we necessarily need to target minus 20. If we can't hit minus anything, we're not going to somehow hit minus 20. So we'll just set these things to target minus 5 again. Oh, well, they were on minus 1, but we'll say minus 5. This is not refrigerated, going to spoil. Let's say minus 5 there as well. I do think we are probably just going to need another cooler on there. So temperature cooler, like this, I think we could just double up there and that should be fine. Over here, we don't really have that option, which is unfortunate. So these guys here will rot away fairly quickly. So Humps, if I could get you to start working on butchering things, that'd be great. Because at the moment, yeah, we are going to have a bit of an issue with that. Hopefully we can get this built quite quickly. I don't know if we actually have the components. I'm actually slightly concerned that we don't have the components. Colmea, where are you off to? You are going to be hauling 2 components. I have a feeling we don't have a third, which is not great. Colmea, where are you off to? You're resting. Yeah, I don't think we have a third component anywhere. And I don't necessarily see anywhere that we are going to acquire. Oh, I do, right there. So someone will go out and mine that eventually, I guess. Temperature outside is 40 degrees C. Temperature inside is between 20 and 25, which is fine. In here is technically outdoors, actually. That's bad. That's very bad. In here has dropped to minus 5, though, so that'll be preserved. We need a component. We really need a component. Hunter, can you, by chance, I know you're not going to be happy about this, can you go and... You're not a miner. Okay. Colmea, I need you to go and mine. I know you're not going to be happy about it, but you need to do it. We need to get... oh, you're hauling components. Where have you found components? Right there. There's components right there. Seriously? Hold on. Let me just zoom out a second. Double click. They are the only components. That's the only steel. That's fine. No, that's fine. When you are done with that, can I get you to come back out and hold those in? Because that'll technically turn this fridge space into a fridge space again, which is great. Actually, just construct that for me. Just get that built. So that cooler there is going to target minus 5. So the temperature in here should drop quite considerably, which is fine. I don't know if it's going to drop enough during the day because the temperature is obviously going to rise in there. But I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping with the 2 coolers we can maybe pull that down a bit. Someone's starving, really? How is Humps starving? How are you starving? Go consume a simple meal, buddy. As for social, I'm pretty sure you are actually the best at social, aren't you? 6, none, 4, 5, 4, 0, none, and 11. Never mind. Scipio, buddy, I would like you to go and do some trading for me, if you wouldn't mind. It's going to be real awkward if these guys keel over from heat stroke. That's going to be really, really awkward, actually. Let's see, then. So, pemmican is a thing we could buy. We could buy some meat. I don't really think we want to do any of that. We could sell some of our raw resources, such as the foodstuffs. We have got a lot of skins that we could sell. The beer is actually something I think we could sell all of to get a decent amount of silver in return. We have got a lot of wood as well. Not a lot of it worth much, but that wood right there, I mean, 824 wood is a lot, but we still have a lot of wood, and that's a lot of silver, again, in return. We do have some dead man's clothing I'd like to get rid of just there. We have some dusters. We have a war mask that we could buy. I don't think I want to. We have a bowler hat. We have foil helmets. We have a chest table, leather bedrolls. Is there anything else we particularly want? I don't think there's anything I really want from them. There's panther skin, which is worth a bit. All of the skins are actually worth a bit. We could sell some of the emu leather, sell some of the hare leather, and we'll sell the squirrel skin as well. I'm going to accept that trade because that's a shed load of silver right there, which has me very, very happy. So you should not be hauling, 500 silver. Can I get you to come back out? You're not actually a hauler. Okay, but you'll haul while you're there? Interesting. Can I get you to haul that silver for me? So, basically, we're getting to be filthy stinking rich, which I'm very much okay with. So, no complaints here whatsoever. I am more than happy to keep that going. Yeah, 3,200 silver is not bad. What are you guys doing in there? Leave Scipio alone. It's an interesting sight. So in here is still technically not refrigerated. Bit of an issue. We also seem to be in a situation where we're possibly out of storage space because of the sheer amount of meat that we have. Unfortunately, that meat's all going to spoil if we're not quite quick here. We need another cooler in there. So what I think we're going to do is put a passive cooler in the corner. And Colmea, I'd like you to work on that for me. Basically, if we can get this done, this might cool the room properly. So the temperature seems to be dropping in there. Or it's trying to, at least. We have a major break risk from Blue. What's up with Blue? So you are in pain, you're hot, ugly environment, insulted, awful bedroom. Really? Awful bedroom? That seems a little excessive, Blue. You've got a plant. It's not so bad. You've got a plant. Let's see. What can we do for furniture to cheer them up? We have technically got the materials to make some armchairs. We could give Blue an armchair. But then everyone's going to want one. And I don't know if we have the materials to do that. I mean, I feel like we do. We have some panther skin. We could make a few deer hide armchairs. We have some cloth as well. So we do, by all means, have the materials. We could almost make 6 of those. We could make 8, is what I'm seeing here. We could make 8, and we need to make 9. Maybe 1 panther skin, 5 cloth, and 3 deer hide. I guess that's what we're going to do. That's ridiculous, but okay. So 1 panther skin armchair coming right up. If the construction fails on that, we lose it, but okay. 5 cloth, I believe, was what we were going to go for. So 1, 2... We don't need one in there, but we'll do it anyway. These guys can't get one, which is fine. We'll save some materials. That goes there, and then it was deer hide was the other one. So, like that. So that seems fine. Can Kai even get to their bed there? I hope so. I also wonder if it's at all possible to get someone dedicated to cleaning at the moment. Technically that's Blue, but Blue is constructing, growing, and mining. And plant cutting. And then it's also Scipio, who is a smith, and so he's never going to do it. Humps is doing a lot of cooking, so that's not going to happen. I think I will set this to 1 there. You do growing, you do hunting, and you do crafting. We'll see if White ever ends up, doing anything other than those couple of things I mentioned. It would be nice to see someone going about and cleaning things. It would be really nice to see that. But I'm just I'm not sure we're going to see it anytime soon. I'm also going to close this caravan request over here because we really don't need to be seeing that. Let's see. So they're leaving because of dangerous temperature. Well, yeah, it is a heat wave, guys. It is a heat wave. I don't know what you're expecting. Can we maybe throw another passive cooler in here? Or maybe like another 2 passive coolers in here? Just to really try and bring that temperature down, because I'm really concerned about that. Let's put a couple of passive coolers in there as well, and see what happens. So you can get your bed, that's fine. And it is a relatively decent temperature in there. Blue, are you any happier about your bedroom? Still awful bedroom. Expires in 24 hours, but you are extremely comfortable currently. Actually, you know, I realized Blue having low expectations and a major break risk a second ago, that's kind of a big deal. That's really bad news. Colmea, what are you up to? You're going to build that armchair, fair enough. Humps is going to do some fine meals there, which is excellent stuff. I really, at this point, just want the heat wave to go away. That's kind of where I'm at. I just want to see the heat wave go, so that we're not, you know, in such a dire situation here. If we can get the temperature down in these rooms to stop the foodstuffs from expiring, then great. But really, oh, we got cremation, not bad. We're going straight for blowback operation here, which is fine. I don't think these coolers are going to be enough to bring the temperature down. Oh, wait, no, it's actually staying remarkably cold in here. So we might be okay in here, which is good, because this is quite an important room. This one over here, not so much. But is this thing's targeting -5, yeah. So I think that's just going to have to be the way it is. I don't think we're going to be able to pull the temperature down in here completely, but these things... yeah, they do spoil in 2 days. I don't know if I want to build another cooler, though, because, I mean, we do have a limited number of components. There are still some up here, but in the middle of a heat wave, I don't know how much I want to send people out, because they will start getting heat stroke, which, surprisingly, they haven't yet. I guess having a relatively comfortable bedroom is going to stop them from getting heat stroke. And, I mean, it's warm in here, and it's quite warm in here as well, but it's not... oh, the heat wave's over. Well, that makes my life so much easier. Let's go ahead and just turn... actually, we could just leave those on, because if those are going to target 21, then they should remain... it should remain relatively consistent in there with air conditioning. And it does... oh, wow. Okay. Well, we just blew up part of a wall. That was... okay, we just lost the dresser. That's great. Well, that's a disaster, is what that is. Let's maybe get that wall back. Let's maybe get that dresser back in here as well. Just to make that bedroom as comfortable as it can be. So basically, these heaters don't pull as much power as the air conditioning units. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the air conditioners off. And we'll have the heaters come back on to basically draw less power but keep things relatively warm in here. So there we go. So we should be consuming less power, which is great. We could probably get away with turning one of these off, since we don't really need it. So that can be switched off. This should still stay relatively cold in there, which is great stuff. Not that I think... oh, wow, we were actually we were... oh, wait, no. Doesn't a fault in a wire usually drain all of your power? So I think that might be why these are empty. I hope that's why they're empty. How much food are we looking at? 45. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so a lot of wood has been moved on there. There is still plenty lying around here. Still a bit of steel there as well. I think I'm gonna change a part of this stockpile zone here So stockpile zone there. Select it, clear all, set critical priority. We're going to say that gold and silver both go in that stockpile there. I don't think we have enough room for it, technically. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So we don't actually have enough for the silver. Currently, which is... I mean, that's not a bad thing. I'm not necessarily complaining, but... I want to get those moved into here. And then when this gets all mined away, and there is overhead mountain there. There's actually a lot of overhead mountain there, so there is risk of bugs is the problem, but we're just gonna have to deal with that, really. That's just gonna be the way it is. Bug risk in the room that has all our fabrics. That's just great. Now let me see here. I want to look at work again. Blue can be a cleaner. I'm wondering, Blue, what are you up to? You're digging at limestone. I wonder if when this mining, oh, you're now harvesting. Okay. I feel like we really need someone to go around and clean. I know I said that a moment ago, but I really get the feeling that we need someone to clean. White, what are you up to? Relaxing socially? What are you going to do when you're done relaxing socially? That's my question. You are sowing an area. Okay. So you... Oh, and then you go and cut the blocks, don't you? All right. Well, that's not ideal. You're currently playing. Can I get you to... You're going to harvest. Yeah. I feel like we're not going to get anyone cleaning unless I strictly tell them to do it. So I'm going to bring your growing priority down a little bit. And then... Oh, you're going to... Wait, blue is digging at compacted steel. White will still craft, though. That's the problem. So bring that back up. Scipio will smith and tailor. I mean, everybody has the potential to clean, but I kind of don't want to, you know, get everyone doing that. You will construct and mine and plant cut. That's Colmea. Colmea, let's bring your cleaning up a little bit. And then Kai is primarily a researcher. I want you to do that over anything else. Definitely. Oh, this is done. Excellent. Okay. Let's get into structure here. Build a wall there. Build a wall there. And done like this. And then I want a door there. And I want a door there. And then inside that space is going to be a new stockpile zone. Just like that. Which is going to be for nothing but fabrics. So clear all. Let's say this is preferred for, I guess, manufactured? Possibly textiles? Yes, textiles. So that is only textiles in there. Which is completely fine by me. We can go ahead and say that that space can have a wooden floor. I think that's fairly standard. Though we do need to get that. There we go. So wooden floor for all of that space. Let's see. So it's Scipio. It's Scipio does the clothing. I think I kind of want to go to furniture. And I think I want to put a little plant pot there. Just to see if we can maybe brighten up the room a little bit. And maybe change his floor to limestone tiles. Just there. Again, just to brighten up his space a little bit.